Greetings, G humans. Welcome back to part 2 of Bottom to the Top, Responding to Opinions, part 2. Please click and subscribe, like it. The single Bottom to the Top is also available for download in all major digital retail stores. And the Fear, Love, Obey God Level 31 featuring Angela Blair and Orbit, produced by VK Beats, is coming very soon. Alright, let's pick up where we left off. Number 3. And I got Tiffany here too. She's in the back. She may not talk, but she's here. She might jump in. Who knows? Weirder things have happened. Right. Number 3. The beginning was introduced interestingly. The production is fairly well made. The lyrics are fairly well made. I am not sure if it was meant to be this way, but this song makes me laugh from time to time. The instruments, from the guitar to the background drum beats and the synthesizer work, sound very well made. It's a well-made song. But this song sounds a bit retro. I feel if this was on the radio today, it would have a little trouble with the younger crowds. If the song is for an older crowd, then it might do well. Yet, if the older crowd is the goal, then I'd take out some of the grunts that the singer makes from time to time and make the song a bit more serious. Like that's how Tiffany feels too. That's why you hear her kind of chuckling and junk in the back. Nobody, people don't like my grunts, my but at the same time, a lot of people do like it. And when I'm feeling a song and it just hits me like that, like the grunts, they just come out. Like that's just who I am. Like I said, and I'll say it again, I don't make music for the world, I make it for you. So whether it's the younger crowd or the older crowd, make it for you. It's a lot of people in both of those crowds that are going to reject it. It may be why my music isn't really just heavily played on popular radio, or one of the many reasons. It doesn't get any play on a lot of the stations that I would like to get play on. Maybe it sounds retro. I think in this age, it's just the live instrumentation that really makes it sound retro. Nobody really just uses, live instruments like that anymore. It's really a lot of samples of live instruments, like, But I mean, I don't want to take nothing away, I guess, from producers. Like, man, with popular music, people really do a great job on production. And I don't know, I guess if it just feels retro, it just feels retro. It has it's real smooth. And it's like, it's not just this hip hop beat to me. Like, it don't just scream like you got a rap on it. In all honesty, I think somebody could have sung that whole song just as well as rapped it. So it's a good, I like where the music is at personally. My grunts ain't going anywhere. I mean, if I feel it, I do it. I don't force them. But when I feel them, I do them. So like, as long as I'm making music and as long as I feel like grunting, I'll probably grunt. Can't help that. Anyway. Let's go to number 4. I don't even know what this says. It says, is that Bjork? BJORK with a question mark. I don't know what a Bjork is. If you know, comment below and let me know what a Bjork is. Then it said, vocals are solid, smooth beats, kick in creating a smooth flow. As it continues, the lyrics become choppy. Lyrics lack intelligence. Woman's voice, full of soul, adds a nice dimension to the harmony that twinkles. So for this person, it seems that my lyrics lacking intelligence was the problem. Before I even knew how to walk with God, both good and evil was in my heart. Facing choices between the two with the wrongs feeling right to do. I was influenced by example more than I was the Bible. Like I don't know. I hear a lot of music and it's, I don't know, like I'm speaking English. Like I don't know how that doesn't sound intelligent. Maybe I could have used bigger words, but like I said in part one, everybody doesn't share the same vocabulary. So you get to using words from complicated, overlooked words in the dictionary because they may sound slick, or the thesauruses, or I really just get to just digging deep in my vocabulary to just pull out words for a song. It's like it sounds good, but a lot of that stuff really goes over a lot of people's heads. So I really tried to just stick. Well, I didn't try, I did it. I used basic, speaking English, like the words that you would hear coming from a person you talk to every day, and I explained my testimony. If it sound, why are you taking my plate? Who's she taking my food? Oh, instead of throwing your plate away, you thought it'd be a slick idea to just put it under mine. I'm not messing up my video, I'm talking to you. How am I messing up my video? This is what's happening every day. This is what it is. But she ain't finna, but see, she would have gave me a whole lot more, but she not right now because she on video. She don't want people to see what's really going on. She just covered up, got quiet, put the blanket over her head. She just chilling out. I need to always have a camcorder working this putting the footage on the internet. I bet stuff will get a whole lot peaceful around this. For real. It would. Alright, let me get back to it. Let me see what time we at. How much time? Okay, good on time. Alright, number 5. Not really feeling the lyrics, but I guess it's just not what I'm into. Just think it could be a little more original. Still a good beat. I like the girl singing the notes in the background and the synth parts. I think the reason why people say that is just the perspective. I mean, you're hearing music. When you think of making music, you think of, the popular artists who are doing it, and they're literally just making songs to try to sell a record. So it isn't that these songs come from a true place. They're just trying to literally make a hit record. So the writing is different. Everything I wrote, I lived it. Maybe my life isn't too unoriginal. Born and raised in Dallas, Fort Worth. Did a lot of the basic things. My illegal part of life is honestly my most exciting. Other than that, my life really is plain. And I think a lot of people probably share and have the same life experiences that I've had in America in their own unique way, though. So, in all honesty, the fact that you feel that way, just thinking it's not really more original, I guess it really lets me know that I didn't embellish on my music to make it sound more or bigger than what it is just to make a hit song. I really just put my experiences in there. It was the message that I was told to give. So I can't really fix that too much. I'm gonna tell my story based off of how I lived it, and if it doesn't sound like this, I don't know, super creative thing, then I don't know what to tell you. In fact, it may be that makes most people identify with it. The fact that it doesn't sound like I'm just making a song, but it will be familiar to those who have went through some of the things that I have. So, you know, God working on that. Yeah, I'm talking to you now, but I was trying to be respectful too. Yeah, I'm doing the whole thing, the questions. I know this bothers too. I'm not showing my food. I'm chewing with my mouth closed. Nobody sees my food. I'm not like all in the camera. Like, I'm not doing that. See, Tiffany, just because we're recording, it seems she wants me to be somebody that I'm not. See, that's my thing. It's like, whether I'm recording or whether I'm not recording, I'm gonna be me. This is stuff that I do all the time. Huh? You don't want me talking to you? I hear that. What else? Well, then why are you talking? I can't record you if you don't say nothing. All you gotta do is be quiet. That's because you're talking to me. And we got the footage right here too. So when we play it back, we get to see how this started. I may just start setting up cameras and just letting them run just to catch some of this stuff so you can really see what's really going on. I understand why people do reality shows now. Like, I bet you learn a lot about yourself, like watching yourself back. I bet you learn a lot. Okay. Let me see, where am I at? How much time? I'm 11. Alright. This will probably be the last one, and then we'll close out until we get to part 3. The sample, question mark, used in the intro sounds out of place from the song. Going from the intro to the rap almost sounded like jumping from one song to another. The sample is used better when it's used a few seconds at a time underneath the rapping. The female vocalist has a great voice and is the highlight of the song. The rap could use more energy or emotion. Well, first of all, there is no samples in the song. Everything is done and recorded live in the studio. I guess I can only assume that he means the la-las, like the la-la-la-la-la-la, the la-la-la-la-la. Like, I'm assuming that's what you mean. That's not a sample. The singer, Ashley Fagu, she actually sung that into the microphone and the other things that we used. And it's a lot of stuff we didn't use. So, I mean, I watched her with my own eyes sing into the microphone, and that's what we used. So there's no samples. Yeah, and she did do an amazing job. I'm also working with her on a lot of my other stuff as well for the AF. Now, the rap could use more energy or emotion. I guess if I rapped the song, if I redid my vocals today, they would probably sound different. You know, as this is a very old song. We've been had Bottom to the Top for years. We've been pushing this for years. So I'm sure if I were to redo my vocals today, it is things that I've learned as far as rapping that I would probably do on the song. I would give it more emotion, but I wouldn't give it more energy. It's a real testimony, and it means something to me. And I'm really telling my life story, and you know, just coming up with some of my more, I guess, animated performances, it just doesn't feel right to me for that song. And that's to give it like a energy, or I'm thinking of all kind of stuff where people, I just couldn't put energy into that song. But if I were to do my vocals today, I would pronunciate a few words clearer. I hear some timing that I would probably fix on a few words, few phrases, and I would put more emotional emphasis on certain parts that I mean to convey a certain emotion on. But I wouldn't go over the top. Like, for the most part, I guess it would be a neater version of what you heard, of what Bottom to the Top is now. I would make it like neater, but I wouldn't change too much. I really like the direction that I did for the song, and for the most part, I conveyed the energy and emotion that I wanted to at the time. I just know more about music now, so it would be a little different. But I feel you. Okay, I gotta get this one. I'm gonna do this number 7, and then I'm gonna stop for real. Where am I at? Let me do this. Nah, I'm gonna stick to what I said. We'll pick up from number 7 on part 3. Comment, subscribe. Let me know what you think about some of these comments. Let me know how you feel. See you on the next video.